Yes, guys, and welcome back to episode 4 of the podcast. We're back with you. So, what do you want to speak about today, guys? We'll just, to be honest, mate, I've come here today just to chill out with you, Peter, really. Do you know what I mean? I've not got anything in particular to
Let's
chat
just
about
do what
today.
we've been doing the whole time and just fucking wing it.
Wing it. Wing life.
Let's just wing it.
Mate, everything you get by, just wing it. Do you know what I mean?
think-
You'll always be able to do something.
I think we'll touch base on it again, but I think the weekly meet up and the sit down and just a general chit chat between the three of us is great for our mental health. Great,
100%.
Like regardless of us being behind a camera, we'd normally have a conversation like this anyway. So I think we want to touch base again on why we started this podcast, don't we?
That makes sense. I think the older you get, your life kind of goes off in different directions, business, you have children, etc. And you have less time available to put towards these sort of things, don't you? So being able to lock something in and say, regardless, we're going to sit down and chat and just kind of enjoy each other's company is a really nice thing. And it is positive for your mental health because a lot of the time people don't have this. And if you don't get to sit down and chat shit with your friends, sometimes things can just kind of compound in your mind. And if you're not letting them out, then you can start to, I guess, not address your issues, so to speak. So you've got no outlet for them. So things like this are positive for anybody, really, aren't they? So
Just letting it out, do you know what I mean? Just, you've got things you want to talk about, because we do jobs where, say you sat at home working for yourself, you just sat there, you've got nobody to
there's no
speak
colleagues to
There's no
chat shit
colleagues.
to, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, one thing I miss about being on the tools, I was on the tools at one stage, wasn't I? Liam kind of helped me set my business up, if you want to go into that. You know,
We'll talk that. So that's another episode.
Speak-
I think that might be a whole episode.
That'll be a
actually.
whole episode.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it now if you want.
Yeah.
To be fair, obviously I always competed, and then I started off helping a few people out. Someone's like, oh, how do you get in shape? And you start helping people out for 50 quid a month, do you know what I mean? And did really well. That took off. And then I was working for Liam's business. I've worked for you straight away, didn't I, really?
Yeah.
Is it?
So
How long have you been set up now? 8 years?
yeah, 7 or 8 years.
7 or 8 years?
So I had quite a decent sized job. It was a cushy job, wasn't it?
That was a great job, wasn't it?
Really
Some
nice
big
job.
cables.
is that Lake House?
Lakeside.
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 Beautiful
Really
place.
nice job. In fact, I got in a magazine for that, didn't I?
Yeah.
Liam came and worked.
Worked.
I can't.
Worked.
I say worked.
On the tools. When he says on the tools, this was his tools.
So every time I'd have my own office on site and stuff like that, and making sure that the lads are doing the right things. Could set them out per day, give them a list of jobs to do per day, and I'd go out there most days, and just bearing in mind my office was right next to where we was working, and 9 times out of 10 I'd walk on site and Liam was like this, setting up his business,
Chatting to my new clients, and then I was on crypto at the time as well. I mean, so I was constantly just watching my money go up.
Mate, I don't know what
And then
was
come back down, yeah.
I mean,
I was watching my money go down and this was going up.
We got in it at the wrong time, didn't we?
I don't know, it's paid off now.
Yeah.
Paid off now. I've got all the money back plus some, but we was doing our new Starabi walk every day, weren't we? Remember?
Yeah.
We'd be walking round, we'd be chucking $1,000 on this, going, yeah, chuck another 500 in. Like £500, like, it's not a lot of money. Like, didn't really have that money, but we did. And then it was growing, and then all of a sudden, the big men at the top are just
Came crashing
rug
down, didn't
forward,
it?
and then it crashes. You're like, oh, I'll stay in because I don't want to lose now. And then you just watch it, just go, and then it's down to nothing. And I just left mine for ages.
Yeah.
So I just kind of wrote that off. I thought I've messed up. Do you know what I mean? And then
Come back up eventually.
come right back up now. It's back there. Do you know what I mean? It's started to come back down again, innit? So I chucked a load more in last night.
Did you?
Yeah.
So
XRP.
XRP to the moon.
XRP,
to the moon.
is going to the moon.
I'm holding.
Maybe in
so
2030.
I've got a little bit in there, and I'm holding a little bit, and I'll probably hold it for.
Now's the time to invest in it.
5
You know,
years.
When
lower.
it's low, bro, that's
I got
when you
in
want
it.
to put
I
the
got
money
in
in.
at like 25p. Do you know when it first come out?
Yeah.
People got in even earlier with like 5p, 2p, but then it's at like 140 now.
Okay.
So obviously it's a good time now to get in. Got some spare cash, make me some money, and start investing.
You pulled all yours out, didn't you?
So yeah, when mine went up, I think I made about $5,000 altogether, so it wasn't really nothing special. But I was glad that I didn't lose.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I just pulled it all out and thought, I can't be fucking arsed with it.
Yeah, you win some, you lose some, don't you?
You do. That's whole part of investing, isn't
If
it?
you do it, it's got to be spare money. Do you know what I mean? You
That's it.
don't do it with your life savings.
Or
You do
money
it
for
with
your bills, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You don't.
It's still a gamble, isn't it?
Of course, it's a gamble. Yeah, but the problem is with the government now, it's a gamble. So you're gambling your money. So, but if you make any money, they tax it. But if you lost money,
they don't give a shit, mate.
They don't give you money back. They say, oh, you lost out on that, mate. Oh, we'll cover that for you. Do you know what I mean? They tax you on your winnings. So it's a gamble. You don't get taxed on if you won at not solitaire.
A casino or something.
Casino, pontoon. That's how much I don't gamble.
Snap.
Yeah, you don't lose money on Snap, do you? So why should you get taxed on, like...
That's this country
really?
in a nutshell, though, isn't it?
I don't even want to talk about that today because I will get angry. Yeah. I'm not an angry person.
No, I'm on the same page as you, mate, to be honest. On
and
that.
now they're like, everyone's like, yeah, let's go to Dubai. Got my family here. Do you know what I mean? It's like, got the cats, you got Mrs. Child, all my friends, family. I'm not just going to go to Dubai because you'll have to start again. Even if you wanted to do that now, you've got to come next year, or is it 2020? Is it next year or 2027? You've got to pay 20% exit fee.
I think it's 2027.
What, just to exit the country?
Just to exit the country, you've got to pay
20% on what you've got in your bank or your whole estate?
On your whole estate, your whole assets.
Wow.
So if you've got £1 million, say you're worth $1 million, you've got to pay 200 grand to leave the country. For what?
That's disgusting.
For what?
Yeah.
It don't make sense. And I know some people, some of my clients even, they've got money, do you know what I mean? And they're leaving and they've got to pay these big fees just to leave. I'm like...
You'd almost be better off just keeping your house over here.
There's got to be a loophole somewhere. Yeah.
There is, I think there is.
People are setting up businesses out there where they can then employ... There's loads of loopholes, let's not go into
I think they're implementing tax now as well. I think it's only going to be like 5%.
9%.
Well, they're all for the people. I think my wife would move tomorrow.
She's
talking about it now every day. Like it started off by just kind of throwing it in there to see what sort of, but the rain, how the tax issues, the people being depressed, the stabbings, everything that's going off in this country, it is enough to turn your head. And to be honest, the more she keeps bringing it up, the more
you think about it.
But for me, it's like I'm a family man. I like to be where my mum is. I like to be. I like to be where my friends are, and if I'm not around that, I don't feel right. And also, the electrical business does really well. It's here. Yeah. How do I
step away from that and keep it going?
You'd have to trickle into it, wouldn't you? You'd have to move out there, set up a business, start doing a little bit, have your nest egg here.
Yeah.
Do your little thing like that, grow a business out there. Then once it grows big enough, that's where you can go, right.
But then how often would you have to fly back and forth?
There's a certain amount of time you've got to be back in this country to get like your NHS benefits and all that.
I think it's 3 months, something like that.
Is it 3 months?
I think so.
I think you've got to be there for so many days as well. See, that's why you just see people just going back and forth now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying I haven't looked into it because it's
100%.
It's something that my wife's on my case every day. She's on
Jess
it.
has been, hasn't she? She's seen the lifestyle.
We are going early next year to talk a bit of business and to also. I mean, I can't see it happening in the near future for us. She would like that.
You could go out there, see a place, and think this is lovely, and then all of a sudden, within months, you're there.
Yeah. Now it could work for us. I have a lot of equity in the house, so if we wanted to, we could relocate straight away. But it's like you say, it's family, it's friends, it's
a big decision.
It's a massive choice to. But I see it from Jess's side as well. It's meant to be one of the safest places in the world.
Yeah.
And my kids are 2 and 4, and if anything, I want them to be around sunshine, which can bring the mood out and the feel good in anybody. The environment of people and how safe it is. Schools are meant to be incredible.
Yeah.
So there's a lot there, and it's not just about me anymore. It's about my kids and my family. So
actually now you've got like Leandre in school. I mean, he's settled in with his friends and stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like Belzer will go to school soon. So they'll be settling in. You don't want to pull them away from that. But then when they get older, I think they're only like 30s now. There's nothing to you can't do in 10, 15 years. Do you know what I mean?
There's that. But in my mind is that eventually I want to pull them out of school anyway. So that's a whole other subject.
Homeschooling?
I want to homeschool my children.
Okay.
That's a whole other subject.
Yeah.
Now, I used to be on the fence with it when Jess used to bring it up because I was like, I love school. I love school.
About it before, and you was against it at one stage.
I loved school. For me, I felt like friendship in school. I was a bit of a class clown, so I enjoyed.
Yeah.
I enjoyed messing around and trying to make my peers laugh and stuff like that. and I also did well in sports at school. So I kind of got the bly. So if
You had a good experience with it.
I had a good
yeah.
experience with it,
100%,
and I got away with quite a lot. But at the same time, I still got kicked out of class. So like, because I was a class clown, I was the one that got kicked out of class because I'm distracting everybody else.
You're more going. I was more going to school for the social. 'Cause we played football, obviously. I was there to have a laugh in class. Never learned anything in school. If I revised for an exam, my mum would buy me the revision guides, and I just revise the answers.
On
so
the
I knew
morning
the
of
answers.
the-
So I did all right in school from off the back of that, but I didn't do it from learning at school. I learned more at home with my mum. Do you know what I mean? Plus, she used to do all my coursework for me as well. Do you know what I mean? So it's one of them.
I just think that school for me was, like you say, it was a social. I loved it. Absolutely loved school. So for me at the start, I was like, I want my children to enjoy what I enjoyed.
Yeah.
But not everybody. But then if you look at the government sort of the way that our children are taught now, it's to me, it's not the right things to be learning.
How to handle money, how to start your business.
Exactly.
They're teaching
Business.
children how to work for
They
people.
are. Yes, they are. And
I did business studies though in school. I've got my own business now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
2 businesses, but it's like
Has
now
any of
it's-
that applied to your business though?
None of it. No. You learn as you go. I didn't learn anything from business studies. Again, it was just a mess.
Well, look at this, for example. You get all these kids that go from sixth form or wherever they go from, secondary school, and they go straight to university to learn, let's say, for example, business. They learn business from
then don't
somebody
get a
who's
job.
never had a business.
Yeah, yeah.
So you've got a guy who's lecturing the class who's never
thought of it like this,
who's
you know, this
never who has never even had his own business, never experienced it. Yet your child is spending 30 grand a year, whatever it is going to be.
9 grand a year, isn't it?
9 grand a year, whatever it is. And what they should be doing is they should be learning from people that have actually
Yeah.
started a business.
Yeah.
All these
Almost getting apprenticeships kind
Yeah.
of thing. Do you know what I mean? Just what would you call it? Like just shadow somebody that's got a business. You'd be better off doing that.
Well, let's be real. You don't really learn until you're on the job, practically. And until you've experienced the job that you want to do, that profession that you want to do, until you're actually doing it, you're not learning
At all.
Oh yeah. So I mean, I feel like like you said, I feel like we're in a system, and the system that we are in is being taught to work for somebody else. And I can't remember. I've seen something about this, but I can't remember who put it in place. But it was something that was put in place some years ago, and it's just stuck. And I think we need to get out of it, and that's why I want to homeschool my own.
If you do homeschool, you can do certain parts of it to pass their exams or whatever, but you can actually teach them about how to do your taxes, how to manage money, how to start a business.
If you homeschooled them now, like even from the get-go, and you've seen Leandre's brewing at football, part of his study would be taking him to extracurricular, big word there, taking him to football practice, getting him a coach that's teaching him drills and stuff, not just throwing beanbags in a fucking bucket, do you know what I mean, that you used to in school. Or
I mean, they are the
climbing
fun thing.
apparatus.
Doing
It
the
was
bleep
fun,
test.
but it's learning them to apply themselves from the get-go, not just getting to 16 and going, fuck, I've got to get a job now. You can start young and start applying yourself.
I think the thing is, children, they have to do everything. So they might really enjoy these 2 things and they do really good at it. The rest of it, they're not really interested, but they're being made to do it anyway.
Yeah.
And I know from my experience, I was a little twat at school.
Yeah.
I was a fucking idiot. I got expelled at the end.
Did you?
Whilst I was doing my exams, I just got told, you need to go and
Wow.
not come back. So, yeah, I think if I was homeschooled, it probably would have given me a very different experience or mindset towards learning and becoming the person I wanted to be, so to speak.
being good at certain things.
Yeah.
I also think as well, I mean, I came out of school with, I think I had 1 GCSE. I think, and that was in PE. I think PE, I might have did all right in English, but the
You
rest,
did all right at English, didn't you?
I think I got maybe 1 or 2 GCSEs. And if I'm being honest, it's not all about, it's not about school anyway. It's about what you do after school. It's about what you apply yourself to do. We go back to fitness, and we go back to being disciplined, and in anything that you do, if you can work super hard at something, there's no doubt in my mind that you'll be successful in what you do if you put your mind to it. Like I said, I came out of school with nothing, and I now have 2 businesses, and that's that's from me
That
just...
wasn't because of what you learned at school.
No, it's
No,
nothing
that's-
to do with school.
But that just shows, though, like academically, I mean, not that you struggle academically, I'm not saying that, but you didn't apply yourself in school. That's the reason you didn't get the GCSE, but you're more hands-on, you know?
Yes.
So to then go and create your electrical business, like you did that because you was good on the tools and go, actually, I'm good at reading drawings, I'm good at pricing up jobs, I can do that myself rather than doing it for somebody else. Why not make the money first hand?
I also as well got I got a little bit disheartened as well because I'll never forget, and you because we was in the same year at school, is we was getting put into, it's a time where you get put into maths groups.
Like higher and lower.
Yes,
Yeah,
and I think this is horrendous. I know they have to do it somehow, but when you're giving children at such a young age, I think it was year 8, what's that, 13, 12?
Year 8, it's 12 coming up
12,
to 13,
13. So you get put into different groups, so groups 1 to 5. Now, if group 5's the lowest, anybody gets put into that group, you know what
you're
the
a
other
dumbass,
what the other children are going to
You're a
say straight
dumbass.
away. Now, is that probably a good way to do it? It's probably not.
It's not, no.
Is it a good way to kind of be in a classroom if somebody's not so bright and you've got somebody who's quite smart? Do you think it's probably good to put them together to help each other, bring that one up who's a little bit less fortunate academically?
It depends, like, because the people that was in school, I mean, you used to call them boffins, didn't you? Probably get cancelled for that nowadays, calling them that. But you had set 1. They just applied themselves. Set 5, set 5, I'm not even going to shout out the people that was in set 5. But they was just disruptive.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You don't want,
I get that.
They're
yeah.
going to disrupt that. But if you actually want to apply yourself and you're academically not that good, then I agree with what you're saying.
But mentally already, how deflated is that child?
Rubbish.
Knowing that they're going to get...
That was Mr. Bussy. Mr. Bussy,
So
wasn't it?
for me, my experience was that I think I got one of the highest. It's when you was getting all the test results. So you're getting the test results. You do the exam, and that test result would then
Determine what
class you was in. Now there was 3 of us got the highest mark in that class, and I was one of them. And he put me in group 4 of 5. So obviously 5 being the lowest, and I was just like, how
does that make
but
sense?
I honestly believe that's what stopped me from was
Wanting
what
to
stopped me
try.
from trying.
Okay.
I stopped trying after that. I tried everything before that. I thought, you know what, I love maths, I'm going to go for this. And I did, and I got one of the highest marks in the class. And after that, it deflated me that much. I thought, fuck this. I'm not doing it. And that's when I was like, I concentrate all my energy in sports, and that's what I did. And
You was at Notts County there, weren't you, from an early age as well?
yeah,
It was like 9, 10, was you?
I was a half-decent footballer.
You was good, man.
But I think for me, that's where all my energy ended up moving towards, because I was done with it. And I just feel like that goes back to the way, I just don't feel like the structure in schools for me is where it should be. And that's why.
It's rigid, isn't it? Very rigid. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
and I think we will homeschool. Mentioned it to my mum and dad the other day. That was a big mistake. Wow. Old school mentality. Oh, you can't do that. Because they just automatically think that they're not going to be social. They're not going to be doing anything. They're not going to have friends.
They're going to be as social as you make them, because you can take them out to meet friends with
Look how
children.
social we are. So
Yeah.
I work on myself. I'm on myself every day, mate. Really, still social. Do you know what I mean? I still chat to everybody, and I've still got a good social life. Got good social skills. You take my friends from school, because I was a little bit wrapped in cotton wool, wasn't I? So like Liam would go out with our other friends in school. So he'd go to in town, but I wasn't allowed in town. All my friends then was from my hometown.
People don't realise is that as much as when you see homeschooling or whatever, you feel like they're not gonna learn the right way,
Yeah.
but they are, and they're gonna have a hell of a social life, because you're gonna take them to every class possible. They're gonna be going to different sports classes. They're gonna be learning. They're gonna be learning a lot more than what they learn at school, in my eyes.
Yeah.
So you think they're not gonna?
It still costs money. It's not like you just homeschool them for free.
So I
You're still
think
paying
it's
for
expensive.
You're still paying for a
you
teacher.
have to pay for their exams as well.
Yeah, and
when it comes to it.
they've still got a teacher. They still you create them a classroom at
Or
home.
you can be their teacher.
You can be the
It's
teacher.
like Laura wants to homeschool Elijah, and I was like, that's fine.
Yeah.
We can do it. We can afford it. But are you going to be the teacher? Because sometimes it's hard to look after a child
Yeah.
as it is. And if you want to be a teacher and a mum and a friend, it's a lot.
Yeah,
It's hard to differentiate. Then
Yeah.
where do you shut off? I think paying for a teacher that's actually
would make more sense.
they're taught to teach children from home. Do you know what I mean? They're on a laptop just doing it from home rather than being in a classroom.
I feel like I agree with that. I feel like as much as I understand from a mother's perspective that it would be nice for her to
take that role on.
but she
It's
still
it's a
needs to
nice thought,
separate.
She'd
She
come
needs
out
to-
of it like, I'm tired, I
Yeah.
can't be asked with you, you've got to
Yeah.
look after him. And it's like, what's the point in doing this?
It's a big commitment. So
Because she needs her own time.
Exactly.
We was on holiday in Tenerife, and I got chatting to this couple, and the way this guy was speaking to his daughter, just in fact, I listened. Do you know when you just hear somebody the way he was like communicating with his daughter? Like, oh, do you want that? Like he was just picking food for her. She was asking for something. She was like, no, they ain't got fish fingers, but they've got this chicken. Do you want some chicken? Do you want some tomatoes with that? And like the way he was communicating with her, really like this kid. Do you know what I mean? So I thought I'm gonna go speak to him. So anyway, I've seen him at the bar later on, as you do. We're quite social, aren't we? So I've gone chatting to him. I says, oh, your kids, we'd gone on holiday just after the school term where the kids should be back at school. I said, oh, your kid's not back at school then yet? I said, you're going to get fined out. He went, school? He said, no, we homeschool. I was like, he thought I was going to be funny with it, oh, homeschool. And I was like, mate, I'm so glad I've caught up with you, because I said, the way you communicated with your daughter and his son was brilliant as well. I was just like, I love that, like that feel, and the way they was educated to go and speak to other kids, and the way they communicated with other people was incredible. And I was like, that was there and then I was like, I'm all for homeschooling. I was there for it anyway, but that just consolidated it for me.
Yeah.
I feel like as well that it's not, you don't have to necessarily homeschool. I mean, it's, your child can still, I mean, we grown up we were okay. We went to a normal comprehensive school, and I mean, I went to a Catholic school, and I feel like it was probably one of the best upbringings I could have had in terms of the way we got brought through faith and stuff like that. I feel like it's great. But I think that it's about nurturing your child.
Sorry, guys.
Oh, there's always one in there.
Sorry.
It's about nurturing your child to be able to have that confidence. And it's like you say at the bar, you might be with your child, but you could be the one that goes up to the bar, for example, and say, I want to order a round of drinks for my family. Mm-hmm. But if you send your child, that's giving your child the confidence to be able to deal with just normal life situations. So it's how you nurture and how you kind of coach in some sort of reality your children to become confident and independent. Yeah.
Not just relying. And I believe like the way you communicate with your kids as well. Do you know how some parents will speak to the kids like they're children? So if you speak to them like they are a little, they're a little adult, they're an actual person.
Yeah, actually speak to them properly.
They actually speak to you properly then.
Yeah.
I mean, they know how to.
I went through that with Elijah, because at first I was like, what's up, little man, are you all right? And then Laura's like, just speak to him properly.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, hey, buddy. You're all right, mate. What are you saying? But his speech is coming on really well now, to be fair.
It's mad how quick your twos are growing up in it.
Yeah.
It's like it just happens out of nowhere, to be fair.
No.
1 minute they're struggling, and then the next minute they're saying something or pointing at something. It's crazy.
You'll get that though. You'll also experience that.
Mate, the next year for you is going to go so fast.
Yeah.
He's already at that stage, isn't he, where he's crawling, he's holding himself up, isn't he?
Just started holding himself up. He's crawling in every place you don't want him to crawl. He puts stuff on the floor, you think, he won't go near that. You obviously got to get gates up. Leave him for a second.
Gone.
Left your shoes out, he's there with your shoes. I'm like, I don't want him to have them shoes. Do you know what I mean? It's like, so yeah, it's just
brilliant.
I'm at a good stage of him at the minute. It's good. It's been really good.
I feel like I've gone through a couple of stages now. Where Leandre now is at that stage where he's starting to create this little personality, and he's starting to learn his words. So he's coming back from school now, and he can do the 3 and 4 letter words. So he's reading.
Okay.
He's reading. He's putting them together like PEG peg. Like
wow.
and it's like, and then he's reading it. So we did one the other night where it's like the letters are jumbled up on 3 and 4 letter words.
Okay.
And the 3 letter word would say, let's say, there'll be a picture of like a kit, like a cricket bat and some, and it would be spelled IKT. So he has to rejumble it to make it say kit. Okay. And when you just see it, when you see in your kid spelling it out, reading it, and being like, it just like overwhelms you, thinking what you see in them.
Yeah.
What they're achieving.
How they're developing.
Yeah, how they're developing. It's crazy.
It gets me even when I'm seeing your kids do that, though. I mean, even with like Jake and Face, because I seen them like writing it, but then I'm like, these are growing up. So how are they doing that? Like, I'm excited for that. Obviously, I'm enjoying the phase we're at the minute. It's cool, but then you look forward to the next stages, don't you? And like how proud you actually are to see them. Like, how have I taught them to do that? Do you know what I mean? How are they just developed like into these little people?
Before you know it, you blink, it's
It
gone.
just happens, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the best thing that's ever happened to me, though, becoming a dad. I know it was a long time
Do you
coming.
find it's kind of shifted your perspective on life, though?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
I think we might have touched on this on
we
a
could touch base
previous
on it again.
podcast.
But, like, it's just different priorities, isn't it?
Yeah.
My life was about me, with bodybuilding, with my business, with everything. I'd always give Taylor a bit of time, but it was always about me, my physique and my training and my food. I've got to eat at this time. But then now it's like, I don't eat breakfast now till 11 o'clock. So by the time I get up in the morning, I've take him downstairs, change his nappy, play with him, give him his bottle. Then I'll do his breakfast.
Then
I'll shout at Tay, I'll be like, Tay, she's had her time upstairs doing her thing. She'll get him ready for the walk, take him for a walk. Then I'm thinking, I ain't even that yet. Do you know what I mean? Where before, as a bodybuilder, I'd get up, first meal, oats and protein, do you know what I mean? My eggs on toast. Then I'd be on meal 3 by 11 o'clock. Where now it's I don't start eating till 11. Okay. So it's different. It's just the priorities, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? He comes first now.
That's it, mate. Every decision you make, you got to make sure, is he safe? Is there somebody with him?
100%.
Is he fed? Is he shit himself?
Yeah, literally.
I don't think you realise until you have your children, I don't think you realise how selfish you was. I won't say selfish. I mean, it's okay to be selfish because you're looking after yourself, aren't you? You are number one at that moment in time.
You can't pour from an empty glass, mate.
No. But then, obviously, as soon as you have children, life shifts, and it's like you're not that priority anymore.
You're at the bottom, bro. When you've got a wife, when you've got a wife and kids, you are at the bottom.
It's always your fault, mate.
It's always our fault.
No matter what happens, it's your fault.
What people do not understand though is that you've got to make sure that you do look after yourself, because as much as prioritizing your children and your wife is crucial to making sure that life is okay, you need to look after yourself, because if you don't look after yourself, then everything else becomes unstable.
Yeah.
I think if you look after yourself, you feel good in yourself, you give that energy to your missus, your kids, whatever. But then if she's having a bit of a down day, like, you're there to cover that. Yeah. Also, if I get up in the morning and I feel good now, I've gone to sleep early, feel good, I can let Taylor have her time.
You can do
in the
more.
morning, knowing that I can do that more, like morning shift, knowing that I'm going to the gym in a bit to go work and do my work. So if I give her all that energy in the morning, she
can give that back to you.
Feels good now to do it. If I got up and I was selfish, started working, and I didn't give her that time, then it's just going to be negative energy all day. Where if I give her that energy straight away, like, she then feels good.
Yeah. This kind of reminds me of something. I think I must have watched a podcast or I've seen a short recently where somebody said it's never 50-50, and it shouldn't be in a relationship. Because some days you might be bringing 20% and she's going to bring 80% because you're a little bit down. The next day you might be bringing 70, she's bringing 30, because you've got to fill that void and understand when your partner needs more from you in order for you to both have a better, more comfortable life. And that's something that I've realised loads since Elijah's been here.
And does that come down to communication as well, though?
Of course it does,
because you can't just let that beat you up now. If I'm tired and I'm not telling you I'm tired,
then all of a sudden you might just blow up one day.
Then all of a sudden you need to say, listen, darling, I'm tired. Do you mind? And she's like, yeah, of course, she's got your back. And
exactly.
Vice versa.
Or she might even pick up on you being tired and just do it automatically.
You just know each other, don't you?
Yeah.
I feel like this is a massive point as well. We was having this conversation the other day, me and my wife, is that first, you always say that the first thing that should be prioritised is your kid, the first thing that you should, but realistically it's not, because if you and your wife are off, if you in your relationship, if anything's sort of off, that sets off the balance. It sets off the balance of the whole family.
Yeah, they know the vibes as well.
They'll pick up on it.
So it's about staying strong, showing love, showing affection, and that just rubs off on the rest of the family.
Because then they see that as normal.
Yeah, strength. Yeah. That's strength throughout the whole family. So if your relationship's healthy, if you're happy and you come back and the first thing that you do is give your wife a kiss and your children see that before giving your children a kiss, that's everything, because they're going to see that growing up.
As opposed to
the hierarchy, there was a little bit of a hierarchy.
As opposed to the children that see their parents argue as they grow up and they think that's normal.
Yes.
As a man, if you think it's normal to shout and scream at your wife, then you're going to do that, as opposed to giving her a hug and giving her a kiss.
That's a generational thing then.
Yeah.
There's never no cut off. You've cut that off. You've set the boundaries from the get-go.
Yeah.
No. What was Taylor? Taylor was saying to me the other day. She was saying like, I look after the baby, you look after me. So if I look after her and she's good, she looks after the baby, he's good. The whole family's good then. Do you know what I mean? I feel like just
That was the
you make it work, don't you?
the kind of thing when we got back from the hospital. It was Laura keeps the baby alive.
Yeah.
I keep her alive.
Yeah.
So I make sure the house is okay, clean up, feed her, because she was obviously struggling from giving birth. And then it was kind of, it got to the point where I felt like I was doing too much. And then I said to her, I was like, can we kind of like reassess this situation?
I need some help.
But at the same
need to
time,
sit
it's
down,
like,
let's,
at the same time, it reverts back to that 20%, 80%. I understood at the time that I needed to maybe put in 95% at the time, and she just needed to rest up and breastfeed and stuff like that. So again, it kind of goes through stages. At the minute, since my diagnosis, Laura's reverted to 90%, because sometimes I'm fucking struggling and she's picking up massively.
It's good that she's got that understanding there and you've got that communication and good relationship to do that. Because I think if you didn't already have that good communication between you before the whole diagnosis, then
I think having a child for some relationships can be like a make or break scenario.
100%.
You guys either work together and make it work, or you start to resent each other, and then before you know it, you fucking split up.
Yeah.
Which
If you
happens.
say, I'm tired, well, I'm tired.
Yeah.
Well, it's not a competition.
Well, who's the most tired? Because it's
competition
never
who's
you,
most
mate.
tired. Yeah, it
never
is one
you.
of them. What was the score with Forest the other night, bro?
Oh, football, yeah. Let's talk about football.
Shane,
I fucking hate.
Let's
I don't
speak
hate
about
football.
How much Shane loves football.
I'm just not a big fan of football. But these guys love it, so
We love it. Yeah.
let's crack on. What happened? Who won? Who
Forest, was it the other night? Was it 3-0 in
we
Europe?
Played, yes.
Utrecht in Europe. Utrecht.
Utrecht.
Ever how you pronounce it? Basically Amsterdam. And I think it was an excuse for the lads to go Amsterdam. One of them ones.
So is that in a
3-0?
certain league or something?
Yeah, so
that
that's-
wasn't 3-0. It was 2-1.
Was it 2-1?
3-0 on Sunday, wasn't it? Against
3-0 Sunday.
Oh, so you lost both games.
No, we won.
No, we won.
Oh, you won?
2-1 and 3-0.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
Fair play.
That was a good
We were
shot.
talking about Forest, but I thought you were a Celtic fan.
Yeah, I'm half and half on now. Depends who's winning. Celtic are rubbish at the minute. Well, if Celtic played Forest, I'd be Celtic all day.
Okay.
I mean, obviously I'm from Nottingham. I'm a Forest fan.
But your family's Scottish, right?
Yeah, my dad's from Glasgow, so that's why
Okay.
people ask, like, why do you support Celtic? Like, yeah, my dad's from
So
Blantyre.
That's why you're Catholic.
So I'm Catholic, yeah.
McLeese is a Scottish name. then.
McLeish. So Irish, I think, to be
McLeish,
honest. A big thank you to Jenna at My Dating PA for sponsoring today's episode. Jenna helps people with all aspects of dating and relationships, so please give her a follow. We would really, really appreciate it.
A lot of people will think about exercise and working out and stuff, but when it comes to recovery, that's one thing that's probably a little bit more unknown. So like you've got the infrared sauna in your gym, haven't you, which is obviously brilliant. And then thinking about stretching, people don't think about stretching, getting sports massages.
I think everyone's guilty of that, aren't they?
Yeah.
I know I don't. That's one thing that I can say that I'm terrible at, and that's stretching.
I haven't stretched for the past 8 weeks.
That, don't she?
She does.
Because she's so stretching all the time, so fucking flexible.
I come back and I say that, I've done something to my leg today. First thing she'll say,
Have you stretched?
there's no sympathy whatsoever. Did you stretch? No.
Well, no.
I didn't stretch. Well, I don't care. That's your
There you
problem.
go then.
That's your fault. So, but yeah, I think it's everything. I mean, I have a sauna at home. I'm quite big into the recovery. I do a few peptides and stuff like that now. I do NAD plus. I feel that's good for skin and just for more various bits and bobs. We do half an hour in the sauna every night, infrared sauna. Great for circulation. It really does wind me down before bed.
Yeah, good for sleep as well. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
it really does wind me down before bed, and the wife. You really do feel the difference if you haven't been in it.
Okay.
Do you feel like for doing that you'll get a better sleep for that?
100%, yeah.
That it puts you, sets you up nice for the night?
It really does. I check out the health benefits for infrared, for saunas.
They
Saunas
say
in
you do
general.
like 5 to 6 times a week, don't they? For 30 minutes,
Yeah,
they say in the infrared.
We do at least 4 times.
Perfect.
If not, it could be the full 7. It all depends on the
How
schedule.
the day's
It's
gone.
time
Yeah,
though,
yeah.
isn't it? It's time having time to do that. Like, you're lucky if you can.
Well, we don't
can
watch
do
TV,
that.
so we don't watch TV.
You prioritise
we
recovery
have,
over TV.
I have probably one movie a week. So every Saturday night we might sit down and have a movie. But we literally, throughout the week, it's work, it's a busy schedule, busy day, training, and then we might go in the office at the end of the day. We put the boys down to sleep.
Do invoices and
Price
up jobs and
yeah.
shit.
Then we'll read the books to the boys. They put them down to sleep, and then that's our sauna. We go straight in the sauna, and we have half an hour in there, straight up for a shower, and then straight into bed. And we wind down. We have a conversation in bed, and then we wind down and go to sleep. Now that could be a reason why we get such good sleep as well, because we're not
No screens, no
screens, nothing that's going to.
Are you still doing the earthing as well?
Yeah. So this is
doing
another
that?
thing. This is like I said.
I didn't get on with that. Not gonna lie.
Do you know what, when he told
I
me-
know you've had a good experience.
When he told me about it, I was like, what?
Yeah, do you know what this is?
Earthing your bed sheets?
So this is a
it
lot
works
of people.
though. It works.
A lot of people are a bit
Skeptical.
skeptical about.
Apprehensive.
Now there's a great book out there by a guy called Clint Ober. He was the one that discovered grounding and earthing, and I discovered it, and I thought I'd give it a go. I was a little bit skeptical at first, but then I read the book, a great book, great read, and I thought, well, let me try it for myself. And I ordered some. So basically, grounding or earthing is, you can imagine going on holiday, right? So you're on holiday. Do you feel probably the best? You feel probably in your best sort of.
Yeah, because you got to think on holiday. You've had your vitamin D.
Yeah.
Your feet
So you've
are.
got sunshine.
Your feet are.
You're barefoot on the
you're
grass or on
You're
the sand.
barefoot on the ground.
On the
so,
sand with the sea, so your earth.
Yeah,
straight
so
away.
you got the sand, you got the soil, which is a natural ground, and you can imagine years and years and years and years ago, before any sort of diseases or any sort of we've always had the diseases, but like
No
before
medication for it,
any
was
shoes, any medication, we all walk on rubber shoes all day. Now we're actually made to walk on the earth, which means you're grounded. So he discovered this. He realized he found that if you earth yourself, you are not taking any sort of these energies or voltage from the Earth's atmosphere. Now I've done the test. I'm an electrician, so I've done the. I've got a test meter for it. So I got a test meter for it. I've ordered some grounding sheets and a grounding pillow case, and I've took an earth rod outside. It sounds crazy, but don't knock it till you tried it. And I've knocked an earth rod into the ground, and there's a wire that goes up from the ground up into my bed sheets, and to my pillowcase and my bed sheets. Now in these bed sheets, woven in is it's got
little wires.
It's like metal sort of thing. You never notice it. It just feels like cotton sheets.
Yeah.
It's so fine. And
I'll talk.
Know it was a metal.
Yeah, I'll talk about just the test that I did. So basically, say if I've got my test meter, I've got my finger on the positive, my test meter's on, I've got the black from the test meter into the earth. Let's say, no, not into the earth at this moment in time, so just up in the atmosphere.
Yeah.
So you've got the negative up in the earth.
Yeah.
And I'm holding the other side. Now my voltage will fly up to about 5 volts, maybe 6 volts. As soon as I
Put it into the ground.
As soon as I either put it into the earth
you put it into your plug
the
socket.
You can put it into the plug socket because
Yeah.
some of them come with a plug socket, or I put it on my sheets, for example, which is earth straight into the ground, which it's not picking up any other sort of potential from the house or whatever. So this is straight into the ground. So if I'm holding that, so I'm about 5 volts. As soon as I put that negative test probe onto the bed sheet,
Goes to
zero voltage, nothing. So
there's
it just
no voltage going through you through the
there's
night. and
nothing going through your body. When they say they say that it's a healing process. So sleeping on these earthing sheets are a healing process. So it's meant to kind of be an anti-inflammatory sort of thing. So
Yeah.
it's and this is when I go back to holidays and stuff like that. When you're on holiday, you feel unbelievable. Your body's constantly earthed. You're not wearing shoes half the time because you're walking on the sand, you're walking on the grass. Your body's earthed.
Yeah.
So we kind of brought it into the house, and since we had the earthing sheets on, it's
And that
also
alongside
helped.
the sauna and
Well, you think
the clean
about it.
eating and
So,
everything else.
and there's another thing as well that I started doing as well. So I used to sleep with the phone on my bedside table, plugged in, charging. You got to think of the frequencies and everything that's going on around that phone and all the voltage that's running through that. If that's right next to you, your body's picking it up.
Of course it is.
So
It's
now,
radiation, isn't it?
so now that the phone's on the other side of the room as well. We've done quite a lot. We're trying to. It's like a bit of a health sort of.
Yeah.
I mean, like you say, people are skeptical about these certain things, but I feel like if you can have any sort of edge in life to try and be, I don't know, one step ahead, then
Listen,
And
if
you
it,
don't
there's
know
little
until you
hacks,
try,
then
do you?
if
yeah,
it can make you 1% better,
Yeah.
why not?
But I
And
feel
the
like
sheets
it's-
are like what, 100 quid?
I think it's about
80?
100 and something quid. But
Yeah,
I honestly
got
feel
it
the
on a Black
benefits.
Friday for my mum and dad for like 80 quid.
Yeah.
I mean, it's worth it. It was worth it.
So have you done it as well?
Mate, I did it for about
He said
5 days. I was having, when I say
Vivid dreams.
the vivid dreams I was having
Yeah, you do.
was crazy. Taylor couldn't deal with it. She was like, the vivid dreams were too much. So I share a bed with her. So that was kind of scrapped that idea. But the vivid dreams I was
As in
having.
what though? Like nightmares or?
Not nightmares as such, because I didn't get scared about it, like, but it was just like you wake up like, what the? Like,
So this is
what
another
going
thing.
on? It was
They say that
crazy. I don't know what it does to make that happen. Though,
so
like,
because your body's in such a relaxed state of, like I said, don't knock it until you've tried it. But like because your body's in such a relaxed sort of state, like
Yeah.
you've got nothing around you. Your body is just completely grounded.
So your mind can just wander.
So your mind, so you end up,
you're entering
so
that
you
REM
do, you
sleep,
dream.
aren't you?
Yeah,
That's where you're dreaming it in your REM sleep. So you're probably entering that, and that's probably where you're getting them mad vivid dreams.
Okay.
So
Because that's
yeah.
like your most restorative sleep, isn't
yeah,
it?
you only get
Around.
about, if you get 2 hours REM sleep a night, that's all you need. So you might have 4 hours sleep. If you got 2 hours REM sleep, you're all right.
I've been
Do you know what I
wearing
mean?
this little thing here, which
What's
tracks.
that saying? Has that been
That's
good?
it's all right. It tracks your sleep, so it gives me how many cycles I have. Tells me my deep sleep, my REM sleep, my light sleep, how many times I toss and turn in the night,
Mm-hmm.
what my circadian rhythm is. It's pretty decent, to be fair.
Do you find it quite accurate though? Do you wake up and say it's going to tell you now?
I couldn't tell you, man. I don't think any of these devices are accurate, but
point.
it's better than just guessing.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like if you wake up in the morning and you feel good, you don't need a fucking ring to tell you you've had a good
That's why
sleep,
I've
do
not
you?
got one of them. Is because I could get my full 8 hours, feel brilliant,
And then it tells
And
you
then
that you've had a shit
and I
sleep,
check
and
my
you're
ring
like,
and it's gone.
actually, I'm tired.
You're 20%. You feel shit today. And I'm like, oh, I'm tired today, darling. Do you know what I mean? Like, but I felt great 10 minutes ago before I looked at my app. So that's the reason I ain't gone down that route.
I also think mentally as well that it's like with the grounding sheets and stuff. Like if you're already telling yourself it don't work, it's probably not going to work.
Yeah.
Where with me, I'm
I
fully
believe-
invested.
You're
So
like,
I'm
this is
like, yeah,
fucking
it
brilliant.
works.
I've tried and tested it. I believe they work 100%, and I've got my clients to get them. Like they are great, but yeah, it was.
Well,
the
when
dreams for
Garner
me.
told me about it, I took my shoes and socks off, went in the garden and stood on the grass. I was like,
free.
this is a bit shit, mate.
It's free. No, but that's the thing.
This ain't all that.
If you've got grass and you've got soil in your garden,
You're supposed to do 10 minutes a day, aren't you?
You're meant
There's,
to,
there's
yeah.
a few people I follow,
Okay.
and I was watching the videos in the morning, and they do where they just put the quick compilation of what they've done for the day.
Yeah.
I'm like, why are they doing like yoga in the morning in the bare feet in the garden? I'm like, what? And then I realised when I looked into earthing, I'm like,
Okay.
they're ahead of the game. They've been doing it 10 years now. Do you know what I mean? They've just been doing it a lot longer now. It's become more well known, hasn't it?
Yeah.
You know, so it definitely works.
well, they say it's a natural
100%.
healing process, don't
Of course
they?
it is. Like Gareth, Joe, we used to go and get our bloods done.
Yeah.
He'd have that mat under his desk.
Was that an earthing?
You'd
mat?
see him barefoot.
Okay.
I'm like, why's he got his fucking socks off? Do you know what I
That
mean?
explains
With
that
this mat, he was like, I'm earthing because the earthing is a natural healing
Yeah.
process. He was doing a lot of cycling,
Okay.
so his body's going through it. And if he can be there just relaxing in the day, he's
But it's
getting rid of
not-
that inflammation. Inflammation causes a lot of shit in your body,
That's
doesn't
what I'm
it?
saying. But imagine if you're on that all day,
Yeah.
and you're constantly looking at the screen, you're
Yeah.
taking in all that bad energy from
pushing,
from
trying
electricity and stuff like that.
take it away.
Yeah, it takes it all away. And if you're getting 8 hours of that a night instead of 10 minutes, well, that's why we're trying to have
all
this
the benefits.
little
Same
hacks.
as-
These little
So you got to
hacks.
think. So you're doing the sauna.
Yeah.
You're doing the earthing, peptides.
Peptides.
How do you feel for the peptides? I can elaborate on that.
What's that
I
like?
think it's
still
TB500, BPC?
So I'm taking at the
something.
minute, I'm doing the NAD Plus, which you're doing as well.
Yeah.
And then there's now the peptide out at the minute, which is like the beauty peptide, everyone's calling it. But it's GHKCU.
Is that like a collagen peptide? or
Basically like the collagen peptide. It basically restores collagen in your skin,
Okay.
like that elasticity in your skin. Obviously good for what we do, trying to stay looking young as possible. Now we're getting old. The BPC 157, which is good for your ligaments, tendons and stuff. Same as the BPC 157.
something? Yeah.
You know, so I think them, for me, those, well, it's two injections, but for me, that's been amazing
Okay.
for my recovery. Because obviously I train so intense. If I can recover and be 1% better, why
Yeah.
not? They're not just the magic. You're not going to take it and you're going to get lean. It don't mean you don't have to stretch no more. You still have to do your stretching. Still guilty, I'm probably not doing enough of that.
yeah.
You've still got to do all the fundamentals. You still got to have a good nutrition, good amount of sleep's massively important, isn't it? everything's massively important. But if you can then train hard and help recover that little bit more, they're not cheap by all means. So if you've got that extra money that you can afford to do it, then why not? For me, I don't drink. We don't go out doing drugs no more. If I can invest in myself with
no
that,
more. Speak for yourself, pal.
do you know what I mean? It's. I mean, I have a drink every now and then. Do you know what I mean? But
I remember the last
I
time
think
I got a
peptide.
drink.
I'm all for the peptides at the minute, and I'm doing a lot of research
Okay.
for myself. You know, there's other ones like you got the SLU PP332. Again, you're shouting out all these numbers,
This is where we need Nathan, I
but
think.
they do serve their purpose.
Nath would be brilliant to have on and
Yeah.
talk about this stuff.
Well,
wouldn't
he
it?
put on his story this morning his protocol of what he's taking.
Okay.
I see
And I
that.
think it'd be easier to write a list of what he's not taking at the minute. There's
on
a
a
lot
lot
of
of shit.
stuff. There's a lot of stuff, but he's
It's what it takes to be
he's becoming-
superhuman and that big, isn't it?
but he's
Yeah.
He's a
ridiculous.
fucking massive
He's
guy.
that 1%.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, so you've got to be better. So one of them things is working. Not everything might not work. Do you know what I mean? But if you can afford it,
How do you know what's
100% do
working
it.
and what's not?
You don't.
I just believe that
You don't.
if you can have any sort of way to improve or give yourself any sort of health kick or be that 1% better, like you said, then I'm all for it. If the
Always worth a
research if the research is
100%.
there and everything points to the direction of it working in your favour, then why not? Or try it for yourself, because until you try it,
You
then
know,
you
we
won't
don't
know.
know, do you?
Almost like a trial for my clients. If it's working for me, then I'm going to go, right, my clients can have this as well. You know what else I'm trying as well? Is everyone has like 5 grams of creatine a day.
You're going
I
to
mean,
try
that's-
doubling the dose, or
I've upped it to 20 gram a
fucking
day.
hell. Okay.
And mate, I feel strong in the gym at the minute. Strong. I'm looking fuller. Everyone's like, yeah, but you hold water. You don't hold water. Do you know what I mean? You just...
It's intramuscular hydration anyway, which is
so your
what you
muscles are
want.
just looking fuller.
Yeah.
When you look watery is when
It's when
the
water
water's
sits on top of your
above
fat
the
cells,
muscle
isn't it?
in between the skin and the muscle.
Yeah.
That's when you're watery. If you can fill out that muscle, you're just going to look bigger and fuller. So 20 gram of creatine, and there's a lot more health benefits from that.
I might have to try that.
Cognitively, I mean, it's expensive, but I bought-
Creatine's
No,
quite
it's
cheap,
not.
though, isn't it?
Creatine's
bro?
cheap
It's gone
now.
right up now, though, mad.
it?
But it's still cheap, and it's still the most like researched product on the market, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I bought 4 kilos and like I told you to that.
4 kilos?
Yeah, from Applied Nutrition. I bought 4 kilos. I got 4 big tubs like
It's on
that.
20 gram a
I
day.
know, I fucking know.
But yeah, I looked and someone said I've tried 30 gram a day, and I thought to go from 5 to 10 to 30 is quite a big jump. So
Yeah.
I'm going to try 20. Feel great on it at the minute.
Okay.
Do you want to try
might-
and squash that sort of feel for a lady? Because a woman's always a
Women,
bit...
yeah, women are scared to take it because creatine's like a bodybuilding. It's not a drug, is it? But it's a bodybuilding.
They think it's going to get them massive.
It's the
don't they?
same way
Like,
they think
if I
doing a
take that-
bicep curl is going to give them massive biceps.
Yeah.
Like, it
You're
don't
not.
fucking work like that.
If you read about it, it's very good for like a woman's cycle.
Yeah.
It's very good for them cognitively. It's very good for a lot more stuff than just growing muscle. And girls lifting, they're not going to look like that bodybuilder woman that they've seen on the telly that's taking steroids. They're just gonna they've got that. They don't want to look How can you word?
They
it,
always
really?
use that word, I want to tone up.
Want to tone up? But what is
That
toning
basically
up?
means I want some muscle.
Yeah, I want muscle
Yeah,
and I want
well,
less, and I want less body fat. Do you know what I mean? And having things like creatine and stuff is going
Gonna
to help
help with
build
that.
that shape, especially when you build up your glutes or the weaker
Yeah.
areas. It's going to help build that. You know, so girls, I think they should be taking the creatine.
Yeah,
It's a good
100%.
question.
Yeah, I do.
100%. I'm there for that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think my wife takes it every morning without.
Jess
a
is
doubt.
quite good for that, isn't she? She's quite on point with her
Yeah,
supplements, isn't she?
She does that woman's best brand, doesn't she? Quite
Yeah,
a
she's
lot.
sponsored by Women's Best.
Yeah.
And then we're getting stuff sent every week, different stuff, and I'll just trial it, which is great. It's like them
Weirdly, I had
IM8, the
that.
IM8 stuff.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk about that IM8 because you was like, oh, I have this IM8. So I was like, that's Beckham's brand, isn't it? I think he's like
he's
the
one
He
of
works
ambassador
for them,
for it.
yeah.
So I was like, I want to try it. But I'd done that fast for like 21 hours. And then we was at yours when you trained for that first time. And
Yeah.
I had that.
How do you feel? Is that the first thing that broke you fast?
That was well, it wasn't because it's just it's an electrolyte, innit? So you'd have your electrolytes anyway.
Yeah, amongst
Amongst all the other bits. But
nutrients. and
bro,
stuff.
when I say I felt charged, I felt like I'd had a coffee.
Pre-workout or
I'd had-
something?
Yeah, I felt like I'd had a pre. I was in the car driving you home and I was a bit like, I want to go again. Do you know what I mean? I felt mad. And I'm not just trying to push. I'm not paid for this.
Oh yeah,
IM8,
you
by
are. You're
the
trying
way.
to get some freebies, aren't
IM8
you?
sponsorship, yeah. Shout out, IM8. I'm available right now.
I
free
feel like
agent.
it helped me massively. I said it to you two, and when you tried it, I
Yeah.
said this has been great for
Didn't
me.
like the taste of it. I thought it didn't taste great.
I thought it was all right.
It's all right.
As vitamin and
but
nutrients,
for
does
how
it?
it made me feel, if I don't care what it tastes
Thing is,
like.
you'd mix it in with something else anyway.
Put some juice in it, put some
Yeah,
cordial
some
in it.
aminos
Do you know what I
or-
mean?
I'll tell you what I have been doing, and we've just invested last week. Is I bought a juicer.
Okay.
I bought a juicer because
So
I
you're
was
you doing
on
the
Jess's
ginger?
story.
yes, because
Stop it.
I was spending so much money on. Have you tried what's them ginger shots? You can buy.
I know what you mean, mate.
You can
yeah.
buy. I can't remember what the brand is, but you can buy like a little.
I've got one in my fridge at the
It's a
minute.
small sort of tub. Is it tub? It's like a carton or
Mine's
whatever
called
it is.
Fierce or something like that.
I can't remember what it's called, but you can buy it from we buy it from Sainsbury's, and it's like £7.
Pound
And
a
you
shot,
get
innit?
like
Pound a shot,
yeah,
innit?
so you get like, and I
yeah.
thought, do you know what, £7.
You just buy some ginger.
I thought, do you know, yeah,
Some lemons, some orange.
How do you juice a ginger? It don't look like it's
You
got
just chuck it
a
in,
ginger.
honestly,
You know what I
mate.
mean? It don't, does it?
No word of a lie. I bought the juicer, and I was like, "How's this going to work? It's great."
juicer
I
did you
used
get?
it earlier on. I just got it off Amazon. I don't know what it was. It looked quite good, and I looked at the video and I thought, yeah, let's go for that. And I've bought some apples, I bought some oranges, I bought some lemons, some ginger. Threw it all
So
in.
you're banging all that in together?
Yeah, yeah. And
Okay.
you go on Google, you can search Google, and you can
Different
look
recipes
at. So
and
I
stuff,
looked
yeah.
at like an health kick juice,
Yeah.
and it brings up with these different recipes, how much you should put in, the
Yeah,
ingredients and stuff. You put it in, and I thought, well, I'm not going to keep buying this ginger shot I have every morning, because we want one every morning when we wake up.
Do the maths. That's £7 a week. Yeah, that's 14 quid. £20 a week.
What I found
It's
with the
about-
juices,
that's
though-
£750 a year. Quick maths for that, yeah.
But if you do,
that's a lot of money.
How much you'll spend on the
£750.
actual products and how much juice you get, sometimes you're not really
No, you
saving
do.
money.
You get quite a lot out of
Yeah,
it.
you do.
So you put one little chunk of ginger in, you put one lemon in, and you put an apple in or whatever, just to
Yeah.
take
and that'll
off
give
that.
you a shot.
Yeah, and then we put apple cider vinegar in the morning as well, because
Okay.
that's great to
Yeah,
get you started for
gut-
the day
gut
as well,
health
for
and
your
that.
gut health. So we'll have a mix of all that, mix it up and just neck it. Now that gets you quite a lot. I filled up one little jar, which will probably last us for 7 days, and it was one apple, one lemon, like I said, probably two pieces of ginger like that, but the good thing about it is, you know that the ingredients that you're putting into it
Is what's in it.
is what's in
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
There's no additives. There's no rubbish, because in all the other bits you look in the ingredients of it,
They
and
bulk it out, don't
they
they?
bulk it out with all these different things that you shouldn't be having,
Mm-hmm.
all these preservatives that keeps it lasting longer in the fridge or whatever. Yeah, mine might not last longer, but it's going to be gone anyway.
It's going to be gone in a week, isn't it?
So I made a batch this morning, and it's going to last me another 3-4 days, and I'll make another one.
But I love, do you know that? Because you get a kick off it, don't you? When
Yes.
you have it, it's
It's
like,
like spicy,
you're
innit? Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's. I like that feeling. That's the first thing I have
That's-
every morning is my shot of ginger. Mine's like 420 ml per bottle, so I have to have 60 ml. So I just weigh it out, 60 ml shot, and I have it before I do anything for a little one. And it's just that, and I'm like, start my day now.
Yeah.
It's a bit
Yeah, it
weird.
does.
Isn't
It
it? Do you
gives
like
you-
when you've had a fresh haircut and then he sprays you with that stuff after, and you're like,
It burns a little bit, but it feels nice.
fucking love it. Do you know what I mean? It's a weird feeling, man, but it just wakes you up for the day. But that's a great shot, that.
Yeah, no, it's
So doing it, so you think rather than, because I got mine for £4 the other day, should have been 7.
yeah.
So it's less than £1 a day now.
Yeah.
But that ain't going to be on offer forever. I'm going to have to find another shop that it's on offer, and you're chasing it about.
It's not that. It's
£4 I don't mind paying, but 7 it starts getting spendy then over the
It's
year.
what's in it. So you look at the ingredients in it. So
I
you
will
know
look-
that
I'll
when you're
look at that.
juicing, and you're juicing these,
Pure ginger.
it's just pure. You're putting the root in. You're putting the ginger root. You just put it in, and
Yeah,
it brings out the juice, mate. Like there's nothing else that's going into it. The ingredients you're putting into it is what you see, like the exact thing. You're not having all the rubbish that goes into it with it, all the added preservatives.
These are actually, because you're having your apple cider vinegar,
Yeah,
you neck that on itself. Not nice.
Fucking horrible.
Put your lemon juice in. Not nice.
yeah.
But actually, then if you start putting a bit of apple juice in,
Or a
nice,
bit of honey or
nice
something like
tasting,
that, yeah.
Yeah, a bit
anything,
of honey.
anything like that, and then with the ginger, it's a great way to line your gut for the day.
Yeah.
And gut health. I mean, that's a big thing nowadays, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? You know, like if you're, I mean, as a bodybuilder, training, just to help, you want to be healthy. You want your gut to be on point. It's your gut that starts everything off for the day, isn't it?
Well, I think we know more
the
than
transport.
anyone, don't we?
Yeah, I struggle.
You've got to have a good
I
shit.
struggle
You've
now.
got to have a good
The
shit.
reason, when I was on about that fast a minute ago, the reason I fasted for them like 22 hours because Liam gave me a little bit of cheese, from his son's dinner.
Just blaming me now.
When I say this fat bit of pasta, but he had cheese on it. I don't eat cheese, and I've not ate cheese for ages, but it looked banging. He was like, "Yeah, I've had it from Jamaican shop." And I was like, "The Rasta pasta, whatever they call it, looked banging." So I was like, I'll have a bit of that. Didn't have the one bit. Then I started nicking levels more, and then by the time I got home, I was in bits like I farted in front of Tay. But like one of the lied one, so I just thought, it won't be nothing. She was like, "What the fucking hell is that?" It smelled like pure gas. That's why I know I can't have cheese. Do you know what I mean? So that's the reason I did that fast.
Okay.
So I think knowing what your intolerant to as well.
Yeah, it
'Cause
definitely
what
helps,
what
doesn't
you
it?
can eat, like you can eat anything, you'll be all right. Like, but I know you're quite sensitive as well.
I,
aren't
I
I
have-
don't think he's all right.
If I have
He-
ice cream, bro, like Ben and Jerry's, I'll eat a full tub of it, but then I'll shit through the eye of a needle. Sometimes I'm like, the trade-off is worth it. I've not tried this flavour before.
Yeah.
Let's eat it and then get set up on the toilet.
I miss fish food, not gonna lie.
Fish food?
Fish food
Oh,
is the
the-
one. The basic
yeah.
basic Ben and Jerry's fish food. I don't just eat fish food that you feed to your fish.
I was wondering about what you mean,
What
that stuff that you
And
sprinkle
flakes.
into the fish tank.
flakes into my mouth.
No, I did the intolerance test, and that
Yeah,
was a game changer for me. To be fair,
Yeah, because you've got to think, bro. As you as a body, I mean, you elaborate on it.
I
like,
was
what-
having like six to 8 eggs a day.
yeah, whey
And
protein.
then I did the intolerance test, and my whole life changed because I loved eggs, and now I can't have them.
You was that guy, though, who just always trumped.
I was,
And
to be
it
fair.
always stunk.
Yeah.
Always, constantly, no matter where you was,
Yeah.
like, gone is here.
Oh,
Yeah.
cheers, mate. now it's you, mate.
No, it's me.
You cleaned out my living room the other day. That's
How on
awful. But yeah, I did the intolerance test, and it was probably one of the best things I've done because it also taught me a lot about my body.
Yeah.
And it also helped with brain fog. It also helped with all sorts. So I as soon as I got my results back, it was, I think eggs was number one. Egg yolk, something
Yeah.
like 63 out of 100.
That's the
like
best
it's in
bit
the
as
red.
well.
Yeah, that's the best bit. Then it was egg whites. I was like, well, eggs got to fucking go. Peanuts, all the stuff you think that can go
That you
in.
love, yeah.
As a
was-
bodybuilder, you have peanut butter,
and dairy. Dairy was in
dairy,
there.
which is whey,
Cheese,
everything,
milk.
eggs.
Yeah.
That's everything a bodybuilder eats,
Yeah.
really. Apart from
Gluten.
chicken and rice.
Who wants to eat cardboard bread?
Yeah, don't. Bro.
No one, because it's
so
awful.
bad. We had a gluten-free pizza the other day.
Fucking hell.
Vegan. I'm not against vegan.
Might as
food.
well, you
Some
might
of the
as well
vegan,
just not
some of the
bother.
vegan stuff's banging, yeah, but I still miss proper cheese. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we had a vegan gluten-free pizza. It was the worst thing I possibly tasted. It was like cardboard.
Yeah.
Might as well have put cheese on a piece of cardboard and just chewed that. It was awful.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys, it's good to catch up again.
Yep.
So,
Until next time.
until next time, we'll see you on the next one.
Yeah, guys, thanks a lot for watching. We really appreciate it. And yeah, we'll see you on the next one.
Big love, guys, and have a lovely Christmas. Is this out before Christmas?
This will be out in January, mate.
Yeah, so hope you've had a lovely Christmas.
Brilliant.